is going on? So, tip of the day. You should be, when it comes to social media, okay, especially moving into 2020, if you have not been posting a lot of content for your brand or have not been doing a lot, then that's okay. Fix it moving into 2020. So with 2020, you need to be focusing on as many platforms as you can, okay? So Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and also if you're a national brand, start doing TikTok videos. Now, when it comes to Facebook, what's the most important thing on Facebook? All right, depending on your brand, live can be really good like this, but more importantly, daily stories. Stories on every platform is where it's at, because that's the main thing that people are looking at when it comes to these platforms. So every day, you need to be posting a story on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. All right? Well, LinkedIn, I don't think you do stories. I think you just do a post. But either way, you need to be posting across those platforms every day. Even if it's just a story on Facebook and Instagram, it doesn't matter. But post every day. Because if you're not putting out content, I mean, this is stuff that's free. You don't even have to pay for it. It's a free way to get your brand out there. So anyone who says, oh, I can't build a brand, or you have a brand that fails, you have no one to blame but yourself. Your content doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be great. Just put it out there. As you do it, you'll get better. All right? Or you'll eventually get to a point where you can pay someone else to do it. But you got to get out there, because here's the thing. I listened to Gary Vee, and he made a really good point. He said that, with the way that everything's going, everything's going to be very voice activated soon, right? So if you search for something, you say, hey, Google, or hey, Siri. They probably both just came on. Yeah, they did. Find a lawyer near me, right? So if you do that in the future, the people who are paying the most money are going to be the ones that come up. But if someone says, hey, whatever their device is, find, Jason Moore, attorneys at law near me, and then it's going to pull up their name. So it's going to be all about brand recognition and all about getting your name out there, so that when people search for stuff, they search for your name. Otherwise, you're not going to matter, because how things work now, where it pulls up a list, in the future, that's not going to be so. That's going to be really, really tapped into, right? And it's going to be whoever's paying the most is going to be the top people, right? And it's going to be expensive, and it's going to be ridiculous. But if you have brand recognition, you don't have to worry about it, and you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices, because people know your name and they're searching for you. All right, so while all this stuff is free, and while you have access to all this stuff, you need to take advantage of it, because it's not going to be that way forever, right? I mean, look at Facebook. Facebook ads were nothing when they first came out. Now, they're still not terrible, but they cost way more than they did, when they first came out. Same thing with Google AdWords, and all these platforms. I mean, I think it's a matter of time before some of these platforms start charging memberships and things like that nature. Because they could do it and get away with it. And just think about it. If Facebook charged $1 per month, or $12 a year to be on their platform, you think people wouldn't pay it? Yes, people would pay it. And they would be making millions, if not billions, because they own the attention. People are going to want to be on that platform because they're so used to it now. But yeah, so my main thing is, look, just put content out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Everyone has a smartphone, right? Most people, anyway, so if you have a smartphone, just put it out there. Start creating content for your brand every single day. All right? That's the most important thing. It literally takes 15 minutes a day. You spend more time in a day on bullshit like watching TV or watching YouTube videos or something else that's stupid, that you could be spending that time making that content for your brand and doing things for your future. Like, for example, okay, especially guys, all right? Oh, I don't have time. Okay, how many football games did you watch this week? How many basketball games did you watch? How many, whatever else did you watch this week? During that time that you're watching other people make money, you could have been making money yourself. You could have been investing into your brand. You could have been putting that time. If you're investing time into your brand, then you're investing into your brand. But you would rather watch football. You'd rather watch basketball. because that's more important than your kids never having to worry about anything. That's more important than you not being broke. That's more important than, whatever else. Your friends, your social life, your social status, the shit you wear, where you live, what you drive is more important than your future. The right now is more important than your future. You going to watch friends, football games with your friends is more important than building something for the future. I've seen my friends like 3 times in the last 3 months. Like my close friends. And that was only because I've been home for 2 weeks. Why? Because I don't care about the right now. I'm looking at 5-10 years from now. So that I don't have to live. I never want to live the same lifestyle from year to year. And I don't care about having the nicest car or the nicest house. I care about being being able to go somewhere. I don't like using comfortable because I don't like being comfortable. Because if you get comfortable, you get complacent. If you get complacent, you stop growing. So, I like being able to go somewhere and spend money on my kids or go on vacation and not have to budget it out or worry about how I'm going to pay stuff the next month. Be able to do stuff for my loved ones and my family members and my future wife eventually, and not have to worry about where the money's coming from or replacing it. So, build your brand every day. I mean, you go to work every day and you build someone else's brand because you're putting in hours at their company. You're building their future. You're building their family's future. But you won't take 2 hours a day to build yours. Up here. It's all up here. So, look, find a routine that works for you. Invest into yourself. Invest into your brand. Whatever your goals are for 2020, go all out, because a lot of this stuff that you have access to now is not going to be around forever. So get out there and get it done and get moving. Hope everyone has a great and productive day. And enjoy your weekend. But if you're like me, do weekends really exist? They shouldn't. You might have one day where you spend with your family and friends, but other than that, it should be a daily grind. No days off.